Holy, that is so crazy. Let's see what my goat is saying.
I'm going to make this country great again. It's not a great country right now.
It's always a great country.
See,
it's always a great country.
Okay.
He thinks this is genuine. Trump is reading this as genuine enthusiasm. Oh, God. This is great content. And if you don't recognize this as great content, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Chat is getting in its own way once again. If you have any issues with this, like, this is going to be good.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Flagrant. And today, this is the first time that we've been able to say this. We are sitting down with Mr. President. Woo. Mr. President, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much. Thank you, fellas.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
This is awesome. We have a bunch of questions. We're very, very grateful for your time.
Okay.
I just became a dad. My buddy over there just became a dad, Mark.
Yep.
That's
and
good.
Okay, so here's first question.
Great.
You have these children that are seemingly well-adjusted, successful, and I think most importantly, they appear to like you.
Yeah.
Okay.
They better.
I grew up in the, I grew up in the city, and there's a lot of people who had like very wealthy parents, and like the kids kind of resent them. They're almost like waiting for them to like die, and they end up in like rehabs,
Doing
and
drugs, God knows what. Yeah.
How do you raise them in the public eye where they, still become ambitious and successful?
So I do have good kids and 5 really wonderful children, and different, very different. Yeah, they are so different. But you know what?
And it has 2.7 million views in one day.
One thing that was in common that I did, I always used to say when I was with them or when they were leaving a room, I would drive them crazy. No drugs, no alcohol, no cigarettes. I would say that.
Did you say that to Don Jr.?
Yeah, Don's a little wild. He's a wild.
Yeah, he does coke.
Yeah, he can be a little tough. He was always a good student. He went to the Wharton School of Finance, which is great, and he did well. But he went into the world of politics not because he wanted to, but because I was there, and I sort of automatically you drag the family in. Mm-hmm. And this guy, what he had to go through with Russia. He goes, Dad, they're asking me questions about Russia. I don't know anything about Russia. What's going on? And all of a sudden, he's in front of grand juries. He's in front of Congress. It was a hoax. It was a total hoax. Yeah. This was a made-up hoax by crazy Nancy Pelosi and these, the maniacs. Yeah. Hillary Clinton, who's totally nuts. Yeah. And this went on for 2 years. And he'd always say, Dad, I know nothing about this stuff. And he'd go before the grand jury. And, Comey, you have Comey, who's the worst, just a bad guy.
Just the worst.
He went through a lot, and it actually made him tougher. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's good or bad, but he's a tough cookie, that one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it made, in his case, it made him tougher. Ivanka did a great job. She didn't want anything. All she wanted to do was get people jobs. I would have made her the ambassador to the UN. I wanted to do that. I think she would have been.
What? I do think this is bad as a softball interview, man. You criticize it for other people you don't like. Why not Trump? Wait, what? Yeah, I know it's a softball interview. What the fuck are you talking about? Now is the time to see how normies are going to see Trump in an appealing fashion and what that might do for his election chances. After the Theo Vaughn shit, I was like, bro, Donald Trump is getting humanized at an alarming rate for a lot of the low propensity voters out here in this entire fucking podcast circuit. At first, I was like, the Aiden Ross shit is like, it's neither here nor there. But having said that, since then, he's done a lot of these fucking media placements and he's cooking. He just comes across as like very normal, which is, it's definitely, I think it's definitely working. Yeah, his vibes are very 2016, witty, off the cuff, smooth. Yeah.
Been incredible, the whole aura.
In my opinion, it's bizarre that you interviewing a Yemeni teenager is considered outrageous and immoral, but clowns interviewing a monstrous war criminal is applauded. The West cesspool of hypocrisy. You don't need to agree with this take, but it's the truth. Oh, no, 100%. No, absolutely. I said this after the America Deserved 9/11 comment. Like, people, I got banned for that. People fucking say Iran deserves a nuke every day. And you get elevated for saying things like that. It's because around these parts, we don't see people on your side of the world as fucking human beings. That's it. That's it. It's pure Western chauvinism. It is the underpinning of empire. It is the only way to keep up Western imperialism without ever considering the violence that we're dishing out.
She would have been great, but she didn't want that. She didn't, and that would have been a very glamorous position.
Yeah.
She would have been.
Did we forget that this man literally just said Haitians are eating cats and dogs? The fuck are we talking about? He sounds normal. He does. He sounds normal here. That's the problem. People forget that he said he's eating cats and dogs. Well, you know how people could remember that? If Kamala Harris actually launched a fucking counter messaging campaign against his anti-immigrant screeds. Like, yes, 2 days ago, this motherfucker said immigrants have bad genes that cause them to murder, dog. That was like not even a week ago. He said that. But especially in this day and age, in this media cycle, if one major group is not constantly hammering that point, people are going to forget. People are going to move past it. So take it up with them, not me. What do you want me to do? How much more can I fucking cover Trump's eugenics?
Been great there.
How do you instill the ambition in the kids? I think a lot of kids that grow up with wealth, they kind of are lazy and they feel like they have no direction in life. And a lot of times they turn to like drugs and other shit. How do you instill the ambition?
Well, you know, I've seen a lot of wealthy families where the kids are mostly don't work out too well. Some don't turn out to be bad kids, but they end up hating the father, or the father maybe wanted them in business. I mean, I have one father that's very competitive with his son. If the son were more successful than him,
He would hate it.
he would be unhappy. I said, are you crazy? It's supposed to be the other way around.
That's awesome.
My father was so proud of me. He was a successful guy.
Yeah.
But my father wanted me to be more successful. I mean, he was so proud of all the things. I wish he could have seen what happened.
Yeah.
Because we did things.
Dog, your father bailed you out like 11 times. What are you talking about? And you still bankrupt the casino.
But he was, you know, he's just a proud father.
What do you think he was most proud
And I
of you?
think most fathers are that way. I hope that. But I've known many fathers that are very successful that didn't want that broke up over their son's success. If, you know, in the few cases where the son was more successful, which was very seldom, actually. You know, it's very seldom. You take people like in sports, because in sports you see it, because it's a microcosm of life, but it's quicker. And you'll take like the greatest golfers, and they'll have a son, and he'll be really good as a young, but they never supersede, almost, I can't think of any, they never supersede the father in terms of success. And in sports generally, baseball, you can go to a lot of different sports. And it really is a sort of a microcosm of life. But with life, it takes a lot longer to find out the end
Come to
result.
fruition.
Ken, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we said you're a great father up top. First thing you say is, I've got great kids. You didn't take credit. And then your entire...
Glaze! Oh my God, bro. Take his dick out of your mouth. Take his dick out of your mouth. Holy shit, dude. Oh my God. Glaze!
answer. I thought this was really cool. Your entire answer is about how great your kids are. That was a very cool thing.
Thank you. That's very nice. I think I like...
Ah! Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. Bro. That is... Woo! Woo, buddy.
Listen to you. I think,
That's a genuine...
I think he's right. It's a different world out there. You guys and some others.
Yeah.
You know, we had the standard television stuff for many years, and that's still, I think, I think it's underrated now. I think it's still very important. But, but there's a whole new thing. Elon interviewed me on something.
Yeah.
And I think they said 275 million hits or listens.
That's a lot of people.
That was a
That's
record.
a nation. Yeah.
But it's a whole new, different way of
Can I ask you a question
getting the word out, right?
about Elon specifically? Is he your favorite African American?
He's a piece of work, I'll tell you. You know, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's obviously a brilliant guy.
Yeah.
I mean, when I saw the rocket engines come back, I said, what is that? Like a couple of years ago, you've never seen rockets go up and then they crash into the water.
Yeah.
And I see the engines are coming back and they're landing.
It's unbelievable.
They're landing.
Dude, there's nothing that reminds me that I'm just like not living in the same plane of existence as these people than like the fucking relentless Elon glazing. Every time I hear people talk about him on like these terms, I'm just like, we are not on the same planet, dude. We just straight up are living in alternative realities, I think. I'm in a parallel universe. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense, dude. Donald Trump himself has made fun of Elon. One of his greatest banger quotes was like, Elon would come to my fucking White House and suck me off. Like, is Elon your favorite African American? Is like, yeah, sure. Haha, it's funny. Okay. I've heard it a million times over. It's neither here nor there. But like when they just start talking about how brilliant he is, I'm like, how? Like, you don't, like, there's no way you can believe this, right? Like, it just, oh my God. It makes no fucking sense. I hate that shit more than like thinking that Donald Trump is a good dad.
And they land on a raft in the middle of the ocean someplace with a little dot, and they land right on the top of the spot.
And my wife can't parallel park.
I know, most people can't. But no, he's great. But he's got a great heart. He was with me, as you know, on the other night.
Yeah.
And we were honoring a man who got killed at a rally, Corey, firefighter, great guy. And it was a beautiful evening. But Elon went out, and he loved the crowd. He loves the country.
Yeah.
And he's picked a side. A lot of people don't want to pick a side. I have a lot of people that are big supporters of me.
Yeah.
But they won't go all out. You know, they can't.
They're scared.
Quite.
There's a
They're
cost.
Scared. Yeah. There's a cost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Major cost for being a supporter of the guy who was the former president. This is straight up fake victimhood nonsense that right-wingers ran on for so goddamn long, dude. It's the same shit. They did this in like 2016. Oh, we're the silent majority. It's like, bitch, you are not silent, okay? You should be. And you are not the majority either. Fuck. Yeah, this is also a good point. Trump admitting that there's a social cost to siding with him is pretty funny. Yeah, it just basically says like, it basically shows that he understands that he is like a repulsive individual in the eyes of many. I guess he sees that. He's a room reader, you know?
There is a cost, but there's also a liability. I mean, you know, some people, I respect it a lot when this guy was up there doing jumping jacks. You got to vote for Trump. You got to vote for Trump.
He was jumping high.
Yeah.
He was jumping high.
Looked
you know
quite
what?
African.
When he jumped, he's in good shape.
Oh, God.
I'm looking at his waist. I'm saying, wait a minute, does he work out or something? But he really, and he had a great time. And you know, he's
Wait, what? Trump saw his waist and said, does he work out or something? Oh my God. He did not think that. We saw the photos, dog. You can't lie. You look grossed out. He looked utterly repulsive. Friendly reminder. They're like, yo, Trump. Trump is like, I saw. I was like, damn, do you work out? No, he did not think that at the moment. What a dork, dude. What a fucking loser he is.
He's not out that much. He's probably maybe a little, would you say he's a little
Get out of our country, you Turkish bum. I can hear it now and again. Trump champ. Please do not ban this guy, mods. I love this guy. They're just begging for a chance to be racist, begging. Yeah. Dude, Donald Trump is so fucking intensely disliked. How does it make you feel that your fucking orange baboon of a candidate got fucking almost assassinated twice and it didn't even fucking move the polls remotely? Like, that's how much they despise him. And part of that is because of you, okay? You are the reason. Because Donald Trump aside, because he's like somewhat charismatic and can be funny and human at times, even though he's a fucking charlatan and a psychopath, his supporters, his diehard supporters, are some of the most clueless, delusional, angry, fucking monstrous pieces of shit in every fucking village, town, municipality, state. You know when a Trump supporter is coming, okay? They stink. They got this fucking scent on them. They're just walking around angry all the time. Half the time they're imagining that there's like files around, even though they're not wrong. There is a file there. It's usually the Trump supporter. It's just gross. Y'all are fucking gross as shit. How does that make you feel? That anger and resentment that you have towards the liberal elites that have ruined your life. Like, you're ruining your life, man. Go take a shower. Take the fucking ugly ass Trump merch off. Take it off your body. Be normal. Stop reading shit on Facebook. Integrate yourself back into normal society, please. Jesus, Lord mercy. It's moments like the Elon Musk jump that remind me that these people are just so fucking brain broken. Like when Elon Musk was jumping up and down and people were posting about him on Twitter, like he's so sexy. He's so cool. I was like, damn, dude, these people have like deluded themselves so goddamn hard. They've deluded themselves so goddamn hard. They're just like looking at something that you normally with your lizard brain could react to in a certain way. Like everyone sees that and they're like, what? Ew, what the fuck? What are you doing? What are you, a child? Meanwhile, these guys are like, nah, he's sick. I ain't going nowhere, bitch. I ain't going nowhere.
Reclusive, possibly.
Yeah. He's also busy. He's got like 5 different
he's very
companies.
busy and maybe a little reclusive.
Yeah.
But he had the greatest time. He was saying, look at these people. We had 100,000, more than 100,000 people.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
It was a record. It was nobody's ever seen. And it was really, it was a celebration of a life. And it was really a mega deal.
Yeah.
And he was a big MAGA person. His family was there. And 2 other people that were very badly hurt were also celebrated. They were very badly hurt. They weren't actually expected to live.
Yeah.
And they lived. And they had incredible doctors. Some of those country doctors are better than the big doctors that we spend a lot of money on. And they don't do as good. I will tell you right now. I don't want to knock anybody, but those country doctors saved 2 people because I was told that 3 would. No, think of that. 3 would be in trouble. And 3 were going to, now Corey immediately, but the other 2 were so bad that they thought they wouldn't make it.
Yeah.
And those country doctors, they pulled them together. They did a great job.
Okay, so you're going back into this place where, you know, there was this assassination attempt.
You can also tell, like, again, his resentment for anyone that doesn't immediately live in New York or Miami, Florida is so apparent. He's like, those country doctors, you know, they're veterinarians, basically. They're working on animals for the most part. He is such a fucking elitist, dude.
And those country doctors, they pulled them together. They did a great job.
God damn, dude. Holy shit.